Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today?
We're doing great today. As you take a drink every single time. Starts our video.
Water feels amazing. I feel amazing. Every morning I feel better and better and better and better. Allergies are almost gone. I'm losing weight. What else? I'm in better mood. I have more energy. All I'm missing is I need my plastic surgery so I look like Enrique Iglesias. That's it. After that, I'm set, baby. I'm set. Feels amazing. Feels amazing to feel great. So much energy, but most important is happy. Happy. You have to be happy. Okay? And today we're gonna talk about how you can use thinking outside the box for maximum success in your career, in your job, or as an entrepreneur. Okay? As an entrepreneur, but either way, you have to think outside the box if you want success, right? But remember, guys, happiness. What is happiness? You know, happiness is maximum integration of your life. Okay, you can't be happy if you are not integrating all areas of your life. The more you integrate, the happier you get. Okay, integration meaning that you have to work, you have to be healthy, you have to have family, and maybe you have to, have some type of spiritual belief, right? Of higher power, right? To have faith, okay? So the more you integrate all those things, the happier you become, okay? The happier you become. So for example, people who can work at home and exercise at home are integrating all areas of their life. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna open the door here. Hola, hola, hola. ¿Qué tal, qué tal, qué tal? So people that integrate, the cleaning people are coming. But anyways, people who integrate their life more and more and more become happier, okay? You know, I'm so happy that I can obviously spend time with them, you know? Doesn't mean you can't be happy by being at an office, you know? I'm just saying you get happier the more you integrate, okay? And all I talk about is freedom with time. Time freedom, you know, that's what I like to talk about because that's what I do, you know. My speech is not about work yourself to death. That's not my speech. My speech is work smart. Work smart so you can actually enjoy the amazing things of life, which like family, right? Like being able to exercise when you want, being able to travel. Like on Saturday, I'm going to Machu Picchu, baby. We're gonna do amazing videos. I'm going to Machu Picchu on a private tour to Machu Picchu, baby. So things like that, you know, being able to travel with your family, okay? Being able to spend time with your kids, being able to spend time with your wife or your girlfriend or your husband or your boyfriend. You know, I hear stories about a lot of people that I know, you know, making great money and they were never spending time with the wife, and then one day the wife, you know, has an affair and has another, you know, wants to a divorce, and then the person works so hard for those assets and then has to
The wife also put up with a lot.
And the wife puts up a lot. That's what my wife said. She's defending the women, right? And then he has to, you know, split everything and almost going bankrupt. You know, so is that a life? Is that a life? You gotta do what you gotta do, but at the same time, you want to enjoy life, right? So anyways, I'm gonna give you an example of thinking outside the box so you can use it in your career, okay? When I got out of college, I got a job as an assistant of this guy, okay? This guy at this soccer association, like the Federation for Youth Soccer in Indiana. That's the first job that I got. And the job that they gave me was about getting the faxes of the parents who were registered their kids for soccer, and I had to manually input them into Excel file all day long, 40 hours a week. Okay, 40 hours a week. And I was like, okay, you know, I went to college 4 years so I can input data. A monkey can input data. You don't need a degree to input data. Okay, how can I think outside the box, you know? And I started, first thing at that time was Barnes and Nobles. And I start researching about, you know, online data entry, okay? Again, I never done this before. I had a class about web design, and I knew about graphics a little bit, but nothing crazy. But you see how my mind automatically is thinking about how can I shortcut. That's what it is. And Bill Gates says, I'd rather hire people who like shortcuts that are a little lazy, because those are the ones who create the solutions for my business. And probably doesn't make sense. You say lazy. No, it's just, I don't want to do data entry. How can I make it easier? Okay? And that's how your mind has to think. How can I create a system that makes it easier for the parent? So I got a book about web design and web forms. Okay? And it was the software was called Dreamweaver at that time. So I studied the form, I studied the book, boom, and I implemented a web form on the website. Okay? Now the parents were able to register from the website for their soccer academy and even pay with PayPal. Simple. And I went to my boss and I created a presentation how this was gonna revolutionize, you know, the way registration is in the world, you know, like it was a presentation. And he loved it. And I was making $9 an hour, and he took me to $15 an hour to keep me in the job, and he hired me full time. I mean, he hired me as a with benefits, because I thought outside the box. Not a normal person who is average will be like, okay, yeah, I go to work, get my job done, and I leave. You know, I thought outside the box. How can I get the attention of this guy? I didn't know anything about entrepreneurship, you know. I never had a mentor. I just went to college and they teach you how to get a job. That's it. I didn't have a dad that told me how to become an entrepreneur. But I wanted a better life. I didn't want $9 an hour. I wanted 15. And you can apply these concepts in your current job. How can you make the process easier? How can you make the process easier? More systematic, you know? And then I start thinking about the box even more and more, to the point that I created a soccer league website where parents can go and see the results of their teams, because these parents are crazy. They're so obsessed with their kids' leagues, and they want to see the results right away, and who's on top, who's on bottom. And I built that league software. And I was balling. They were paying me, $4,000 to build a soccer league. I didn't know what I was worth, but $4,000 for me, extra. What's up? Extra was a lot of money for me. And I kept thinking outside the box, and I saw the box. And same for you. Whatever you are doing, how can you think outside the box? How can you think outside the box in your job, in your career, as an entrepreneur? And the only way you can think outside the box is educating yourself of new trends, of what's happening in the world, of the technology that is around. You can, by going to events, by hanging out with people who are better than you. Okay? Better than you. Back then, they didn't have masterminds, but they have books. So I was buying every single book about computers. I was going to web forums. I was doing whatever it takes to become better. So again, apply this in your life, in your business, in your work. Maybe entrepreneurship is not for you because it's not easy. This is not for everyone. This is only for people who want to get rich and want full financial freedom. Okay? But maybe you are okay making 100 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand from your job. Become a person who is always thinking outside the box, who is always coming up with new ideas. And you will be okay. You will be okay. Be the guy that everybody calls when they have a question. Be that guy. Be that guy. Okay? Any advice on a good book to read? I mean, it depends on the industry that you're in. You have to research who's the top guy and study the top guy or whatever industry that you're in. When I want to become the best at e-commerce, the reason why I create masterminds is because I want to learn from everyone. I don't want to just learn from one mentor. I want to learn from 30, 50 people. I want to be the best at what I do. You understand? The best. That's why I surround myself with the best people. So anyways, guys, go crush it at your job if you still have a job, or in your business if you have a business. But today, make a decision that you will think outside the box, and you are gonna be the best with your abilities, the best at what you're currently doing right now. Okay? Anyways, have an amazing day. This guy is going to the park. Bye-bye.